and then it just is. Did you guys hear that? I didn't know what I was gonna say. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are going to be doing my August matcha favorites. And we have 3 matchas here, but technically I had 4 favorites this month. The 4th one is not here because I indeed drank it all. So I will just like insert a picture of it. But my favorite matcha powders of this month, we have marukyu koyamen's unkaku. We have ippodo tea's sayaka blend. And then we have hayashiya in the gion blend. And then the 4th one that is not here with us, it is Astrid tea's okita matcha. And that one, if you watched my other video, you'll know that I didn't have the actual like tin for it. I just had like the refillable pouch. So I didn't really want to like keep that around for the video. Because I did drink it all like maybe like a week ago. So I'll just like insert a picture and you guys can just pretend it's here. But that was my other favorite for the month of August. So let's dive into each one, shall we? Let's start with marukyu koyamaen. This is the unkaku blend. And guys, I think I'm starting to like umami forward matchas now, which is new for me because typically I do gravitate towards the sweet matchas, not ones that are really like umami forward, but 3 out of the 4 of these matchas were more umami than I personally gravitate towards. So this unkaku blend, this one I really enjoyed because it was very rich. It was more of like a bold matcha, so the flavor of the matcha was more present. And I kind of described this one as like a seaweed nuttiness. Like I could taste a little bit of the seaweed. I could also taste some nuttiness, but then with milk, it's really creamy. And I don't know, it really tastes so good when there's a little bit of like saltiness and umami in the matcha, and then when you drink it as a matcha, it tastes delicious. It's really hard to explain what it is because I feel like the words that I might say might make it sound like it wouldn't taste good, but I promise it tastes amazing. Like the nutty creaminess of this one, of the unkaku blend, is delicious. And I love that you can taste the matcha, like it doesn't get overpowered by the milk in any way. And I also love the umami forwardness of it. I think this is one that's a little bit more on the umami side and a little bit more of like that seaweed flavor. But yeah, I've been gravitating towards this one a lot more when I'm going to like make my matchas, and I've been wanting this one. Like I've been craving that taste profile. So this has been a favorite of mine. All right, and next up we have ippodo sayaka. And ippodo is actually one of the matcha brands that I started with when I actually started to get really into matcha and figure out what's like a good high quality matcha, like what's not a good matcha. Ippodo tea was my all-time favorite, and specifically this sayaka blend is delicious. And guess what? This is another umami one. This is another umami flavored matcha. And now that I think about it, past me when I just started getting into matcha, I really like this blend, and I think it's because it had that umami-ness to it. So I knew what I was doing back then, so now I'm just coming back around and figuring out that I do still like it. So this one is a little bit of a bitter matcha. It's not super strong or, you know, unpleasant to drink through. There is a slight bitterness, but I think it works really well because it makes it kind of even more balanced, where you kind of taste more of like the boldness of the matcha, and I really enjoy that along with the umami and that slight sweetness to it, because it just it like works so well, especially as a matcha latte. All right, and then thirdly we have this hayashiya gion blend. And this one is a newer find for me from Amazon. I was just scrolling on there and I was like looking for some new matchas, and I had to kind of dig. I like dug through like Amazon, the pages, but I found this brand and I was like, okay, their page seems very legit. They seem like they know what they're talking about. It's from Japan. It seems good. Like the packaging is also really nice. So I was like, might as well try it. And it was pretty reasonably priced, I think, for matcha. This one is, I don't know how many grams. Oh, 40 grams. Yeah, this one was 40 grams and I think it was around like 20-ish. So I was like, that's a pretty good deal because usually matchas can be a little bit more expensive. So I was like, let's just try it. And guys, this is a really good brand. And I'm going to be purchasing more of their different blends that they have because they have a couple other ones. But they're all sold out right now, sadly. But I know they should restock soon. They should. But so this one, this specific blend, I feel like I had like such a unique experience with this one because when I first opened the can, it smelled like peanut butter. So to me, I was like, oh, it's probably gonna taste a little bit nuttier, maybe, a little bit umami like, just because of the aroma. But when I actually tried it, I got like lemon. Like that's kind of what I tasted with the water and with milk. But with the milk, I tasted like a vanilla lemon cake. That's what I experienced with this matcha. And to me, I was like so taken aback because I've never experienced a matcha that tastes like that, where it's very like lemony, very light, but yet creamy and sweet. So this is definitely a sweeter matcha and it has like hints of vanilla in it, which I really enjoyed, especially as a matcha latte. By itself with water, it was just very light and refreshing and you still get that like hint of lemon in it, which I love like anything lemon. So this one was like right up my alley and I could drink it as an Americano or with milk as a matcha latte and enjoy it both ways. But I just think it's so cool how it smelled so different from how it tasted. So this was another favorite of mine that I've been gravitating towards sometimes when I want something more creamy and more sweet. All right, and lastly we have Astrid tea. Yay. So again, this is another favorite of mine that I finished the 30 grams in about a week, and that probably will tell you about how much I liked it. And this is another umami one. This is another one that was more savory and I really enjoyed it. I found myself in the mornings just wanting that profile taste a little bit more. And the astrid tea, it is so smooth. The okita matcha is super smooth. There wasn't really any bitterness at all. And I described it as tasting like a potato chip or like a salted potato. And I loved it. Like I loved that taste, especially as a matcha latte. I feel like it kind of balances out, like with the creaminess of the milk, you get a little bit stronger of like the savoriness matcha profile. So it kind of like balances out like the taste that you're experiencing in the matcha latte, which I really appreciated. And I just found myself like wanting to use the okita matcha all already during this month of August. So that is why it is not here with us, but I have a picture somewhere. But yeah, the color is gorgeous. It's such a deep, rich green. So this, I think, is a really good everyday matcha brand. And you could definitely drink this every day. And I think this could be a good one for beginners. It is a medium-bodied matcha, so it is a little bit richer in that matcha flavor, which I know if you're starting out, it could be kind of like intimidating to like taste all of that matcha at once. But since it's not full bodied, I think you could start with this one, but it has like the perfect amount of richness and like that matcha flavor. The green is beautiful. And I don't think this one has like really overpowering notes. I feel like this is a very well balanced matcha. Like it's not, there's not like really any vegetal, not any really sweetness. There's like that slight umami where, you kind of taste like potato chip, but other than that, it's very well balanced. All right, you guys, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you guys get to try out some of these. Again, I will leave them in the description box where you can buy them and purchase them, and let me know in the comments which one you want to try, or if you have tried them, I would love to hear your thoughts. And as always, leave any recommendations for videos in the comments below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!